Okay. It will continue. It is stop. I restart again.
Okay.
You talk to Tano Raimondi.
We discuss about the number of cases we need to mention to be recognized as pediatric neurosurgery. It was a discussion between 250 or 300. I was in favor of 300. I think if it is impossible to create a pediatric neurosurgical unit, if you don't do at minimum 250 or 300 cases a year. That is a danger in many countries. In South America, especially in Japan or in Asian countries, you have persons called pediatric neurosurgeon in a pediatric neurosurgical unit doing 120 cases a year with 3 persons. For me, it's very dangerous, this evolution.
From the beginning, you are actively involved to education for pediatric neurosurgery, and you have good relations all around the world, and you are going for the educational courses. How is the level at the moment all around the world?
The level of pediatric neurosurgery is very different in a country for another. You have high level for example, in Buenos Aires, actually, you have a fantastic group of persons in Paris also. I think the level in Marseille is not so bad. We have, I know that in Turkey you have fantastic persons doing pediatric neurosurgery. You have a lot of great persons in Turkey, not only interested, but doing practically pediatric neurosurgery, and it's recognized all around the world. That is clear. In opposite, in some places, you have no pediatric neurosurgery. And the main problem is what could be pediatric neurosurgery in continent like Africa, where they have a lot of patients, a lot of pediatric patients, a lot of pediatric neurosurgical disease, hydrocephalus, malformation, and so on.
But less neurosurgery.
Very few neurosurgeons. And it's totally ridiculous to say to these neurosurgeons, you need to be or to become a pediatric neurosurgeon. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Even if the material is fantastic.
But especially in the northern hemisphere, it's well developed comparing the southern hemisphere, except South America.
Yes.
For example, at Australia, it is one of the largest country in the world.
Yes.
So, they have a few pediatric neurosurgeons. Why? Because they separated from the other part of the world? Or?
Yes, first because Australia is a big continent. It's near totally desert. The population is very low, and you don't have a lot of neurosurgeons. Consequently, it was one of the first, one of the most famous neurosurgeons interested in pediatric neurosurgery was Hooper. And Hooper was from Australia. Consequently, since the beginning in Australia, it was a good tendency to recognize pediatric neurosurgery. That's why in some places we speak about centers of excellence. I think that is an important word. That means disease like tumor of the spinal region, craniopharyngiomas, ependymoma, brainstem tumors, all these diseases are very rare in comparison with acoustic, in comparison with meningiomas, in comparison with glioma. It's why in some places, or like Africa, or places like Vietnam, we are in favor to create centers of excellence. That means near all the craniopharyngiomas, all the deep seated tumors, as spinal tumors, third ventricle tumors, are managed in one place, where you have all the equipment, you have all the tools, where you have a good MRI, good microscope, good ultrasonic aspiration, and I think it could be a good idea. It was Mchoux1b, and during the meeting in Marseille, we spoke about this idea. Centers of excellence. It's not a bad idea.